Hello and welcome back to Forza Horizon 4 to test out another brand new car that's been added to the game. This week's car is the Lexus RCF, which as you can see I've already gone in and won, so we'll be testing that out in today's video. Well, I say brand new, it's actually entirely copied and pasted from previous Forza games, again. So yeah, if you haven't seen last week's video taking a look at the Drift 370Z, that went up same time last week, so go and check that one out. But yeah, this week is all about the RCF, and quickly before we get into that, there won't be a video on a new car next week because there is no new car, and then in spring I will be doing a video on the ISF and the Subaru BR Toyota GT Baru. Yeah, so I'll be doing a video on those in 2 weeks' time, but nothing next week. But yeah, as I said, it's the RCF. This week, that is the right one, isn't it? RCF, not ISF. They've got very similar names, okay? This is the coupe two-door one, and that's the, like, saloon one that we're getting in a couple of weeks' time. So yeah, I've already gone in and won the car, and yeah, there's not really much to say about it. It's a sporty coupe saloon thing that's kind of your alternative to your M3 or something like that, I guess. Anyway, what can I tell you about this car? Well, here in the UK, it's priced at a rather expensive £42,500 British pounds. It's equipped with a 2.5 litre V8, apparently. Although on here it seems to say it's got a 4.9 displacement. Anyway, it's equipped with it's a big... Oh no, litre, sorry, I'm being stupid. The smallest engine you can get the RC model with is a 2.5 litre four-cylinder. This one in the game is a 5 litre V8. Of course it is. So yeah, the RCF is equipped with the V8 and the lower models are equipped with smaller engines. Anyway, this one, the top of the range one, the 5 litre V8, is capable of 167.8 miles an hour apparently. So we'll have to see if we can manage that. But yeah, just under 2,000 kilos, and it's got a 5 litre V8, which is always good. As a car, I don't actually mind it. I mean, it's another super saloon, isn't it? It's not the most exciting thing in the world, but it's a performance car. So yeah, as a car, I really don't mind it, but as another copy and paste job from the previous Forza games, I feel like they're getting a bit lazy, because if we take a look quickly back at the cars we've got this month, yes, we've got the 370 Nissan drift car thing, which is actually new. So although I'm not a massive fan of drifting, it's cool that they've added a new car. I get that. What I don't like is when they're doing these recycled Lexuses still. Because as soon as they got the Toyota license, all of these should have been available in the auto show to buy. They shouldn't be, like, drip feeding them slowly like this. They're just kind of spreading out the game's lifespan, if I'm honest, by adding cars that aren't new and pretending they're adding new stuff. Same in spring. The Lexus is a copy and paste. The Toyota GT86 is even worse because it's a copy and paste, effectively, of a car we've already got in this game, not even from their previous games. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of me complaining about Forza copy and pasting things and pretending it's new. Yeah, I guess they're adding stuff, but if it's already in their files, they should just be... It should already be here, is basically what I'm trying to say. But anyway, it is here now, and it sounds like this, which isn't actually too bad. So, yeah, it starts middle of A-class, so it's quite high PI. It's slightly higher than I was expecting. I'd expect it to be kind of low A-class, I think. That chrome on the front is very annoying. But yeah, we'll take it for a quick drive in its stock configuration and then head to a house and see what upgrades and customization are available. As Forza sounds go, it sounds V80, but I mean, I couldn't tell you what a Lexus V8 sounds like. I'm guessing it's just generic V8 sound they've put to this, to be honest, but I'm not complaining. A V8's a V8. Well, I'm mostly complaining in this video, let's be honest. But anyway. Yeah, I don't mind this thing. I mean, I don't particularly like Lexus grills. I mean, people say the new BMW grills are bad. I mean, yeah. Really not sure about the grill. Not sure about the front. I don't mind the headlights and stuff, actually, and the rear of this car is quite nice. I do quite like how wide it is, those arches at the back. I do quite like that, but the front, I'm not so sure. Is that a supercharger? Sounds kind of like a supercharger.
You have arrived at your destination.
Right, anyway, I'm going to turn around and go to the house in Broadway. And we shall have a quick look to see what upgrades and customization are available. And then see whether we want to do anything else with this car. I'll either take it to the top of A or the top of S1, I think. Possibly the top of A. I feel like S1's a bit overkill for a saloon. Should also, I'd imagine, slide quite nicely. Not bad. But yeah. I mean, it was kind of missing, wasn't it? But that was before they re-added Toyota, so... Like I keep saying, yes, it's good that it's here, but why wasn't it already here? Anyway, we are here at Broadway, the Gables, that's what it's called, in our Lexus, which means, actually, now that we've got this, we do have two Lexus size, or whatever they're called, plural. Anyway, let's have a look at the upgrades, because of course we've got the LFA. So we've got two good sounding Lexus. Well, the LFA is crazy sounding, this is just good sounding. Okay, so we've got Forza Aero. I'm slightly disappointed. Oh, we've got it. Yes. Hang on, I forgot about this. We've got a rocket walk bunny thing. I mean, I'm not going to say I like it, but if it's there, when it often isn't, I feel like we kind of have to, I mean, it's already crazy wide. Why would you, I mean, we're going to, but why would you do that? Obviously you can do your all-wheel drive swap, but I don't think we'll do that. We'll leave it rear-wheel drive. Right, what engines have we got? We've got a V8, a V10, a V12, and a V10. I think we will leave that alone. Can I put a... Yes, I want a supercharger. That'll make a nice supercharger-y whine noise. And if we're going with the kit, we kind of need to do that, don't we? Okay, I'm liking this slightly more now. I mean, I don't dislike it, but... Well, I mean, I wouldn't do this if I owned one of these, but it's a game, and it's mad, and I want to do it. I actually forgot I had this full kit. Not sure I ever really did this with it in Horizon 3. Anyway, it answers our question about which class we're building it to. We're building it to the top of S1 by the look of it. Let's put some nice... Or we could do that, and... No. I do not want to be a drifty person. I want to put it on proper stuff. I don't want a hideous roll cage. You know what? I might leave the weight in and go mad with some power instead. Just because I don't usually do that. Power, more power, more power, more power, more power. I might go twin turbo instead of supercharger just to see if we can get it to the top of S1. How much power have we got? 892 horsepower. Yes, I feel like maybe... if we do that, I know it lowered it, and that's because we had upgraded supercharger. If we do that and then put that on, then what have we got? 900, yes, that's more like it. We definitely need all of that power. Right, what else can we, other than putting an engine in it, we might have to strip out some of this weight. Yeah, if I do that and then take a tiny bit of power out, not that tiny an amount of power, 903, that's gonna, oh no, hang on, 901, really I want something that just neatly takes it to 900. To take the turbos down slightly and take that out. So 879 horsepower, 1400 kilos, top of S1. Sure. And now we have a rocket walked Lexus. Yes. Okay, so designs and paints. Let's have a quick flick through these, but I feel like we need something a bit more mad if we're going to... or that, I mean, it's bright orange and wide body, I mean... No, I'm going to have a look and see what the wonderful Forza community have come up with. Okay, some of these are quite cool. Yes, of course there's a Black Panther one. Right, what else have we got? I mean, I kind of liked the orange, so I think maybe... Sure. I'll have your design, please. Very well made. I say that, I haven't really seen it yet. Let's have a... It could be horrendous. Could turn around the other side and everything could be all mirrored wrong and hideous. You never know with downloading a livery. Half the fun of it, really, isn't it? Right. Okay, I quite like that. Is that actually carbon? I don't think it is. I think it's just black. We've got a... Oh no. Am I going to get banned if there's a rising sun on there that's that tiny? I've put it on my car now. You know what? Forza are being particularly strict at the moment. I'm going to take that off, I'm afraid. 291 people might get banned for that. I don't know if that's enough, but the rules say if you've got a rising sun on your car, it's a bannable offence. So technically it had technically it had at least 3 of them on it, so yeah. I don't know why people are still risking it, to be honest. Like, I don't agree with it. I don't necessarily think they should ban something that's a common symbol on cars, but especially as in Horizon 3, they actually gave you, I think they gave you a wide-body BMW with it already on. Forza themselves gave you it. So yeah, I don't agree with it being a bannable offence, but I don't want to risk it. Formula... No, I'm not having a form... I'm just going to go plain orange. We either have a Formula Drift one where the decals on the rear bumper are cut in half, or we have one of the Rising Sun, which is potentially a bannable effect. Right. Yes, I want to remove your design. I'm just going to paint it plain orange. It's safer. I realise we've spent far too long customising this car now. Right, where is... Yes. It's an orange Lexus. Right. And who said Lexuses were boring? Yes, the two coming to this game are not... Well, the next one is not as exciting, the saloon, is it? But, and it's bright orange, it's got a wide body, it's got a massive wing. Yeah. Yeah. Right, let's see how it drives. And that's kind of all I can tell you about it. I mean, it's been in previous games, so there's not a lot of new stuff to... Hello, Maserati. Has that got... Right, a Maserati with Forza wing on it. I mean... I've put a wing on this, but it's not a Forza wing, so it's perfectly acceptable. And it's also, like, 3 times as wide as the car for some reason. Okay, this is fast now. At what point did Lexus become a car company that made things like this and not incredibly boring things for incredibly old people? And like I say, it's one of those cars that I don't like, but I don't dislike. It's just kind of there. I mean, the only problem I've always had with the Lexus is to buy one you'd have to not want a BMW, not want a Mercedes, not want an Audi, not want a Jag, and although I'm sure it's a very good car, I kind of feel like some of the other cars in the market are just a bit nicer. Because it's not exactly cheaper, which it should be as effectively a Toyota. Anyway. Yeah, like I say, I have no problem with the car. I don't mind it. It's quite a fun thing with a big Rocket Bunny kit and wing on it. The only problem I have is the same problem as always. Forza are copy and pasting cars from previous games, putting them out in the festival playlist as if they're brand new for us to win, calling them new exclusive cars and whatnot, and really they should just have added them to be purchasable so we can just go and get them, because it's not exactly fun racing against easy AI just to win a car because you want the new car. So yeah, really it should be purchasable from the auto show, I think. At least anything that's not new. I get it if you're adding a brand new car, then do it that way, fine, but you barely ever are, Forza, let's be honest. Most of the cars they add are just copy and paste jobs, so that's the only problem I have. Anyway, that's actually ended up being a rather long video on the Lexus because we spent so long faffing about with the liveries, trying to not get banned and end up with something reasonably interesting, which we kind of didn't. Anyway, yeah, I think that is going to do it for a look at the Lexus. Which one is it? The RCF? Yes, not the other one. And yeah, I will be back in 2 weeks' time for the next sort of review of one of these new vehicles. Because obviously I've got nothing next week. So yeah, I'll be back in 2 weeks' time with the Subaru Z6 Toy Brew thing, and also the ISF, which is a slightly less interesting Lexus than we've had. Anyway, I'll be back to test out those in a couple of weeks, but otherwise, yeah, that is going to be all for... Okay then, that is going to be all for this video, taking a first look at the Lexus RCF here in Forza Horizon 4. So thank you very much for watching, and I will be back with the next video very soon. I think we're about to get murdered by a transit van.